The story of the Lincoln cent in 1999 begins at a time when the United States Mint was experiencing a blend of tradition and transition, and the coinage of the late 90s was shaped by technological improvements, changes in public demand, and preparations for a major shift that would begin the following year with the State Quarters Program. The 1999 Lincoln cent stands as one of the final issues of the century, and one of the last before the year 2000 brought a wave of heightened collector interest and renewed attention to America's circulating coinage. The penny in 1999 still carried the classic Victor David Brenner design, created in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. And for 90 years, this design had remained largely unchanged, with Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the wheat ears reverse from 1909 until 1958, replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse beginning in 1959. The 1999 cent belonged to the long-running Memorial series, and it reflects the culmination of 4 decades of that design's use. During this time, coins were struck with fully modern minting technology, which allowed for billions of coins to be produced with incredible efficiency, and the mint's focus in 1999 centered on meeting demand for the upcoming year while maintaining stable production for all circulating denominations. The composition of the 1999 Lincoln cent was the copper-plated zinc mixture adopted in 1982. Consisting of a core of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper layer applied through electroplating. This change from the earlier 95% copper alloy allowed the mint to reduce production costs, and by 1999, the copper-plated zinc planchet was firmly established as the standard for cent production. These planchets weighed 2.5 grams, and their lightweight nature meant that billions could be struck without the high metal cost associated with solid. Copper cents production in 1999 took place at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and the number of coins struck reached very high levels as part of a trend that had dominated the late 20th century, with cent output often surpassing all other denominations. Combined Philadelphia cents in 1999 carried no mint mark, while Denver cents bore the familiar D mint mark. With the State Quarters Program set to launch in 1999, the Mint was already expanding capacity and modernization efforts. And as a result, the equipment used for cent production benefited from improved die preparation, polishing, and quality control. This led to sharply struck coins, although like every year there were still minor varieties and errors that would become points of interest to collectors. Among the most notable points of discussion surrounding the 1999 cent is the wide versus close AM variety found on some proof and circulation strike coins, originating from the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Design hubs. These varieties are the result of the spacing between the A and the M in the word America. On a normal circulation strike, 1999 cent, the AM is close together, while on the special proof design, the AM is spaced wider. Apart from the proofs, a small number of Philadelphia and Denver circulation strike coins were accidentally struck with the proof reverse die, creating the 1999 wide AM variety. These unexpected combinations resulted in a collectible variety that remains popular among hobbyists. In addition to the wide AM, there also exists a 1999 close AM proof variety where a proof coin was incorrectly struck with a circulation reverse die, and these minting accidents help give the year its special place in modern numismatics. As collectors study the 1999 cent, they often find minor doubled die cracks and plating blisters, which are common on zinc-based cents, because the copper plating can occasionally separate from the core during striking or aging. These minor anomalies tell the story of the mint's struggle to balance high-speed production with consistently clean results. The year 1999 was significant more broadly because it marked the final stretch of the 20th century, a symbolic moment that reminded Americans of how deeply the Lincoln cent had become embedded in daily life. Since its introduction in 1909, the Lincoln cent had been one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history, and by 1999, billions of them were minted every year, making the penny a constant reminder of Lincoln's legacy and American heritage. Throughout the late 90s, the cent also became a subject of debate as some economists questioned whether the coin should continue to be produced due to rising production costs and reduced purchasing power. While these discussions did not lead to immediate change, they foreshadowed 21st-century debates about the future of the penny. Still, public attachment to the Lincoln cent remained strong, and the mint continued production as usual. The Lincoln Memorial reverse on the 1999 cent had been used for 40 years, and many Americans had grown up seeing the small image of the memorial, with Lincoln's statue faintly visible between the central columns. This design would remain until 2008, when it was replaced by a series of 4 bicentennial reverses in 2009, celebrating the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and then by the Union Shield design introduced in 2010. That makes the 1999 issue part of the closing chapter of the memorial, type a design that had represented Lincoln for nearly half a century. In the year 1999, the U.S. Mint continued to refine its processes using computer-aided die-making and digital master hubs, improving consistency in the coins produced. Compared to earlier decades, the cents of this period were more uniform, with fewer major varieties, although the unintentional, wide AM coins demonstrate that even advanced systems are not immune to human error and technological quirks. These varieties not only add excitement to the collecting world, but they also highlight the complexity behind what might otherwise seem like a simple coin. The economic conditions of 1999 also played a role in coin distribution as the United States experienced economic growth and expanding commerce, which increased the circulation of small change, including pennies. As credit cards and electronic payments were still growing but not yet dominating transactions, the cent remained an essential part of everyday purchases, making mass production necessary every year. Collectors often look back at the 1999 cent as a modern piece that captures the identity of late 20th century coinage, combining mass production, technological modernization, and occasional accidental varieties that create long-term interest. The story of this coin reflects the United States Mint's commitment to efficiency and the enduring cultural value of the Lincoln design. As the century ended, the Mint was preparing major shifts for the coming years, but the 1999 Lincoln cent stands as a reminder of how America's most common coin quietly links generations of collectors and everyday citizens. With its rich backdrop of production history, technological context, and numismatic intrigue, the 1999 cent represents far more than a small copper-colored coin. It stands at the crossroads of tradition and transition, marking the end of one century and the beginning of another, carrying forward the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, while offering collectors a year full of details, varieties, and historical meaning. To expand the story of the 1999 Lincoln cent, it is important to understand how the United States Mint was evolving during the late 1990s and how broader economic and cultural forces shaped the production and public perception of this small yet iconic coin. In 1999, the Mint was entering a period of unprecedented public attention due to the launch of the State Quarters program, which quickly became one of the most successful coin programs in American history. Although the cent was not part of this new series, the creation of special state quarter dies demanded enormous technical focus and strategic planning, and this environment of innovation influenced every denomination, including the Lincoln cent, the equipment used to strike coins. In 1999 was more advanced than any in previous decades, with automated presses capable of producing tens of thousands of cents per hour while maintaining consistent pressure and uniformity. The Mint's investment in laser-guided die-making and digital master hubs brought improvements to the Lincoln cent's details, most noticeably in Lincoln's hair, the folds of his clothing, and the clarity of the lettering on both sides of the coin. These improvements were part of a broader, modernization effort designed to streamline production and improve quality control as the mint prepared for the 21st century.